Hello, everybody. So I'm just going to do a quick video of your practice that will be homework. So you all just have to do number 2 here and go through that. I'm going to go through number 3 just to show you how this one is done, and hopefully it might give you something that you can use for number 2 if you're feeling stuck. So looking at this problem, I have the cost of an iPhone is represented by the function f of x equals 100 times 1.05 to the power of x, where f of x is the cost of the iPhone every year after it was released. So in this one, we're just kind of labeling. So this is asking, what is a in the function, and what does it represent? Well, I have to remember our original equation, which is y equals a times b to the power of x. So I know that I have this. And now I need to figure out what a is. So what is this guy? And I remember from previous notes that a is our starting value, also known as our y-intercept. Our y-intercept. And we remember from a long, long time ago that f of x is another way to say y. So we're good here. We have our y. And now I need to figure out what my starting value is, or my y-intercept. So looking at this function up here, I see that 100 is in the a position. So I know that 100 equals a. But now I need to know, what does that mean, or what does it represent in terms of the situation? So I need to go back. The cost of an iPhone is represented by the function this. So where f of x is the cost of the iPhone every year after it was released. So 100 then must either mean cost, or it might mean year, because those are kind of like the two pieces. But I need to look at what's being increased. Like, what am I finding every time? Well, we're looking at f of x, which says it's the cost. So if I know that I'm solving for the cost, if f of x equals a price, that must mean that 100 is our starting price. And I say starting price because we know over here that a is our starting value. So 100 must mean our starting price of the iPhones. Okay, so let's look at then b. This one's asking, what is b in the function, and what does it represent? So I have b, let's just rewrite this. Y equals a times b to the power of x. Well, we saw that a was our starting, our initial value. And we remember b is what we're calling our multiplier. Multiplier. Oh my goodness, so hard to write on these. So b is our multiplier. And I look back up at the equation. This time, okay, we had a there. And I can see here in the b position is 1.05. So I know, at least just from looking at it, 1.05 equals b. But then what does that mean, right? So if I know that it's my multiplier, what the multiplier means is that that's how much is being added to it every time, right? If we look at if we remember our functions, we have 0, 1, 2, 3, and then we have numbers on this side. So if our starting value is 100, I will know what my second value is because of the multiplier. We would be doing times 1.05. To find the next one, you would multiply it by 1.05, and then so on and so forth. So this 1.05 actually represents the amount the iPhone, because that's what we're talking about in this problem, increases the amount that the iPhone increases every year after it was released. Every year. So it increases by 1.05, so the number times 1.05 every year. Let's see if there's some different language for that. 1.05. Okay, so by a factor of 1.05. So amount, so by a factor of 1.05, which means that we can put it in a percentage. And if we put it in a percentage, we know that we added our 1 to it, 0.05, so we can get rid of our 1, and then we just move it over 2 spots to the right. So it would be 5%, or a 5% increase every year. Hopefully that made sense. If it did not, reach out to me, reach out to Miss Grimm, reach out to Mr. Carveo. You have a wealth of people at your disposal, and you all have got this, and I'll talk to you soon.